Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Hopefully, everyone is somewhat excited, just a little bit, just a percentage of excitement, for year 2 of Cardinals. It's finally here, and it's here with the Kansas City Chiefs, a team who beat us in probably the most frustrating way last year. I mean, we had a couple frustrating losses last year, especially towards the end. That Raiders loss, geez, I don't think I'll ever get over that, but this one really hurt as we did everything we needed to catch up, like put this game away, or not away, but, just, catch up and take a lead here late. And then Morten Anderson and his fossilized corpse decided to kick a little pooch kick to win the game and make me really mad. So we have a chance here to get revenge to start off the season against the Kansas City Chiefs here, an AFC West opponent. We play a couple here in the first few weeks. We play them and then the Chargers, I think, in week 4. So the Chiefs are not very good in this game, even though they got the pieces like Trent Green and Tony Gonzalez. They're very not high on them. The Madden developers were not high on the Chiefs around this time. They're just one of those many teams, as I will list throughout the course of the season, like the Broncos and stuff. They just never get the love that they deserve. So, but it's okay here because we have that man right there, LaFon Flowers. He is our big free agency pickup. We paid a lot of money to get him here and shore up our secondary because we needed some help. So we have a really weak left side of the field here. We have Dwayne Starks, who increased a lot here, and we drafted for cornerback, but it's going to take a year or two for them to really develop and get where we need them to be. So I tried to invest here in our secondary and make some improvements. We did all over the field with our biggest concerns. I really tried to focus on what the big problems were and try and make some big changes and some big moves. So that's really important for me. As we cut ahead now, late in the first quarter, nothing's really been going on, but it is 1st and 10 for the Chiefs, and they are in Cardinal territory, potentially looking to add some points as Trent Green goes to Priest Holmes on the ground, who shakes off some tackles at the line of scrimmage, but cannot go anywhere else. So 2nd and 7 is going to come up here for the Chief offense. What are they going to do? What can they do? As Trent Green thinks it over, drops back now, looks over his options, and Norm Wiggins, our defensive tackle, our first-round pickup, gets free but can't get to the quarterback as Trent Green finds his man across the middle and is brought down just at the marker here to get him a first down. So as the time continues to wind down here in the first quarter, Trent Green's going to drop back and scan over the options here and float it out to Tony Gonzalez, who steps out of bounds. He might not have had that inbounds, but I'm not going to check. Are you? I'm not going to check. The next pass by Trent Green is sailed into the dirt. So 3rd and 9 here. The Chiefs are looking at potentially 3 points if they can't capitalize. Trent Green floats it out to Morton, who hauls that one in, but is brought down well short of the marker by our rookie cornerback Williams. So that is going to, I believe Justin Williams is his name, and that's going to bring it close to the first quarter here, as Kansas City will come out of the locker room and try and knock home the field goal here, an opening field goal to start off the second quarter, as he does. So Kansas City's going to take a 3-point lead, but we've got plenty of time here to do something else. So we go to Thomas Jones here for one of the first times of the season, and he's shaking off tackles, and look at him finding some room here. What is going on? The Kansas City defense cannot wrap up and bring him down. He's not even a big guy. He's a small guy. Look at him. And he's just somehow just shaking off every single freaking block. He's not concerned, man. Look at him. Just get off of me. Get off of me. Get away from me. Don't touch him, he says. Just don't touch me. So we love seeing that kind of production here. We really want to get some more yardage for Thomas Jones this year. He had a great year last year, really beefed him up a bit here. But we're even looking to beef up that guy, Mr. Jake Plummer, who we just signed to a pretty big contract as well. He's going to be the quarterback, at least for the next couple of years, while we try and compete and keep building this team here. And he throws it to Kyle Hedgel, the receiver who's going to sit on the other side of David Boston and hopefully help us compete moving forward. So goal-to-go situation for the Cardinal offense as we give it to Thomas Jones, shaking off even more blocks and getting brought down at about the 1-yard line. So can we punch it in on 2nd and goal? We give it to Thomas Jones, who has to redirect because the block on the fullback is just right up in his face, and he cannot fall forward and get in. So we're going to try this one again. We're going to reset up and try it again, and the pressure is on. It gets right through. That man wasn't touched. And Plummer's eating some grass, so that brings up a 4th and goal, and we're going to bring out Grammatica to try and knock it through. Field goal kicking is not one of my strong suits, but fortunately that one is good to go and straight down the pipe. And so a 72-yard drive ends in just 3 points. So just under 2 minutes, we have another chance with the ball here. And Plummer's got the pressure on. He gets hit as he throws, and that one flies out to Hedgel, who can't haul it in, but hold on. Plummer's injured. And there we see a couple plays later, he's out for at least a week. So we're going to have to go without Plummer, at least for the rest of this game, as our rookie quarterback, Herman Grandmont, is going to come in. I forget what round we picked him up, but he's like a 60 overall. He's not that good. He's fine for a backup, but I didn't anticipate to use him. But now he's going to be our starter, at least for the rest of this game. So a penalty on that David Boston catch is going to send us even further back, and Herman Grandmont's going to have even more room to try and dig himself out of. But Kyle Hedgel, the other rookie, bails him out by hauling that one in and picking up a first down. Just a little over a minute left to go here. We might be cooking with something here late in the first half. Grandmont's going to drop back and look over his options. Float it to Boston across the middle to the left side, and he hauls that one in and falls forward, but he's still shy of the markers. We're going to blow a timeout here and see if we can conserve some time and maybe add some points. Grandmont's going to look back over his options and float across the middle to Hedgel, who tries to make an amazing one-handed grab, and he cannot do it. So 3rd and short now. We probably could have just ran for it, but we're trying to utilize our time as efficiently as possible. Float it out to Boston on the streak, and he hauls it in, and that's a touchdown. The first of potentially many touchdowns between Grandmont and Boston. Who knows, man? Keep your eyes peeled, because we know we got Boston signed for the long term, baby. He's going to be a Cardinal for a while. So heading the other way now, and Kansas City's going to answer back with a touchdown of their own as Booker's shaking off tackles, and there's no one in front of him. No one can catch him. What happened there? A defensive breakdown immediately after our touchdown, and Kansas City ties this one up with just 26 seconds left to go. Man, that is so frustrating. This team just gets under my skin. With just 20 seconds left, what can Grandmont do? We're going to float up to Boston again, and he's going to haul it in again. Oh, my goodness. This man cannot be stopped. Oh, you keep putting on the one-on-one. I say it all the time. Keep putting on the one-on-one, and he's going to get that ball every freaking time. And now I'm going to try and spike it here, but I guess I hit the wrong button. An absolute blunder. We could have taken a lead, and I freeze up there. Somehow get the ball off, and it hits David Boston right in the freaking face, but he can't haul it in. I don't know what that was. I guess I hit the wrong one. I tried to hit maybe square or triangle, whatever button it is. I hit the wrong one. So an offensive blunder here. Sends us into the locker room with no extra points. Could have had at least 3. So we are knotted up here at 10. We're just going to blame that on Herman Grandmont being a rookie. That's what we're going to blame it on. Yeah, that makes me feel a little bit better. So we're going to come out of the locker room here to start off the second half and give this one back to Kansas City and give them a chance with the football. So we got ourselves a close one here, so don't go anywhere. It's gonna be a tough one. We gotta try and do something here. So Kansas City's facing a 3rd and 10 now on their opening drive. Trent Green's going to drop back, float that one up, and that one is well contested and is batted around. And Kwame Lassiter picking up the ball somehow, scoops that one up, bro. Oh my gosh, man, a Franco Harris type play. What is that? Oh, you gotta love it, bro. Not a pick. I'm not a scoop and score, but definitely, I mean, jeez, dog. What an amazing play by Kwame Lassiter and the Kansas City. We're going to answer back. Herman Grandmont's going to give it right back. He says, you know what? We don't need it yet. You guys take it. I haven't really thought out a game plan, so you guys take it right back. A horrendous decision by yours truly, trying to get that one to David Boston, going across the middle. Ends up in a pick for Kansas City. So we exchange turnovers, and Kansas City's got it going back the other way as Trent Green finds Priest Holmes, who gets brought down by the first down marker. Another 1st and 10 here for Kansas City. Just 3.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Wiggins finds some room again and forces Trent Green to make a dangerous pass to LaFon Flowers, our big free agent pickup. Boom. I'm already loving this defense already, baby. Look at this. Getting involved already. He got his check, and he's here, and he's ready to perform with this Cardinals. Wearing Cardinal red, baby. Unfortunately, we would not capitalize off of that, so exchanging a bunch of turnovers here in the third quarter, but not a whole lot's doing on the offensive side of the game. So we're still knotted up at 10 points apiece as the third quarter comes to a close. So hold your 4s up, man, because whatever ride to the finish we have, it's going to be a rocky one. So 3rd and 9 for the Chiefs coming out of the intermission. Trent Green's going to drop back and float that one out there, and he somehow finds Morten, bro, in double, triple, quadruple coverage, whatever you say. Somehow that one finds its way to Morton's hands. I guess our rookie cornerback just wasn't paying attention, and Kwame Lassiter had to make that tackle. Oh, well, it is what it is. Trent Green's going to drop back, and he's under pressure, but he finds Booker, who had that humongous touchdown at the end of the first half, and he hauls that one in at about the 10-yard line. Dwayne Stark's got to play a little bit closer, just a little bit closer. So it's a goal-to-go situation from about the 9-yard line for the Chiefs here, with the time winding down to about 5 minutes. And Trent Green's taking all day to think this one over as he drops back and looks over, and he finds Dunn, who shakes off one block and gets right into the end zone. I don't know what that effort was. I hit the tackle button, and it didn't seem to matter. So Kansas City takes a 7-point lead here with enough time in the fourth quarter for us to answer, as Herman Grandmont's got to make a run, and oh, God, what's going on? I hit that button, like I hit the David Boston button, but I guess in my brain I'm like, no, Kyle Hedgel, you're in position, you can cut that route off and get the ball, but dude, this is 2003. I don't know what I think I'm doing. It's 2003. Either way, Kansas City's got this one going the other way, and they're in position to add even more points and ruin our day just a little bit. So 2nd and 8 now, coming out of the 2-minute warning. Kansas City is in great position to potentially waste some time and win this ball game. They're going to hand it off to Priest Holmes, who's got not a whole lot of room. He's brought down to the 20-yard line. And we're going to start having to blow our timeouts here because I know Kansas City's just going to waste time. That's all they're going to do. This team, they're trolls. They're the internet trolls of the league. That's what they are right now, okay? We managed to stop Kansas City and bring up 4th down, and they're just going to bring out the kicking unit to extend to a 10-point lead. Now, there's still plenty of time left. It's 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes should be more than enough time for any NFL caliber offense, but this is the Cardinals you're talking about here, and I'm the coach. So Grandma's going to float that one up to Hedgel, and he's in position to make the play, but he can't haul that one in the double coverage. He is just a rookie after all. So 2nd and 10 now. Grandmont's going to drop back and look over. He's going to find Boston across the middle, who makes the catch and cuts upfield for just about another couple inches to get the first down. Good on him. 1.5 minutes the time is ticking here. I don't want to waste our timeouts because I know we're going to need them if we manage to score and get the ball back. I know it's a big if here, but I'm trying to play for the long game, boys, not the short game. As Grandmont sails that one over David Boston's head, and he cannot get to it. So 2nd and 10. He's got all day, and we float that one awkwardly out to Hedgel going to the right side, and he hauls that one in and cuts up field for a humongous gain. Just a weird-looking throw. I was moving away from the direction I threw it. I don't know, man. I think it must have been the wrong button. I have no idea. But Hedgel makes the catch and cuts up field, and we love to see that from our rookie boys. This connection is great. With just a minute left now, what can we do? Grandma's going to drop back, scan the field. We're going to try and hit Boston again, and he hauls it in because he's the guy. Oh, I love that man so much. No homo. But, man, he's just making my life so much easier. So now under a minute here, we got to do something, and the pressure is on. No one touches that defender as he gets right to Grandmont and throws him into the grass. So the clock is continuing to tick here. I'm trying to save the timeouts and just get the touchdown at least. And we float this one out to Hedgel, who tries to make another spectacular grab because the pass isn't on the money, and he can't do it. So 3rd and goal now from about the 20-yard line after the sack. And we float to David Boston, who hauls it in, and he's got the touchdown. Oh, man, the clutch heroics from David Boston, they don't stop. Bro, just picking up where he left off last year. I love him. But we got to have the onside kick. Can we get it now with Grammatica? We're going to try it here, put a little bit of power behind it. It's going to skip past the Chiefs' little setup there, but the big man Spears picks it up, and he cuts up field and even gets a couple yards. So that's going to be all she wrote for this game as we are unable to get the ball back. Kansas City's going to come out in victory formation and ruin our day and ruin our fans' day. They came back. They were excited. The stadium was full. They were so happy. And we let them down again. So we'll see who leaves and who comes back for week number 2 or 3, whenever we're back here in the desert to play another home game. But a close game here, you know. Atkins gets 2 interceptions, so he gets player of the game honors, even though I think Hedgel should probably get it, dude, because he was that guy today. I mean, Boston was that guy today. I mean, dude, we can throw the ball. I ain't worried about throwing the ball, okay? If y'all are, I'm not. So moving here now ahead, looking at the game stats breakdown. Kansas City was the better team in this game, so I guess they deserve to win it. But starting the year off with a loss is not exactly how I envisioned year 2 going. I thought we made some good additions here. You know, everyone's still pretty low, so it's going to take some time. We'll probably lose some games, which is fine. I'm not concerned about it. You know, we're still technically rebuilding. In his first game, he does put up 248 yards, though, so we can't be too mad about it, bro. I can be mad about the completion percentage and the picks, but they're largely my fault, so I'm not going to yell at him over it. He is just a little guy, you know. 70 yards for Thomas Jones on the ground is nice, too. David Boston leading the receiving corps with 9 receptions, 170 yards, and 2 tutties. 2 of them things, because he's that guy. Kwame Lasser and Lathon Flowers pick up the 2 picks on the day as we exchanged a bunch of them in this game. Jeez Louise. But I like seeing that kind of stuff from our defensive acquisitions. So moving ahead now to week 2, we look ahead. We're going to try and get back in the win column because that's what we need if we're going to get to the postseason. And yeah, it's week 1 and I'm talking about the postseason. Get over it. But we're not going to have a clear path if we can't get past this team right here, the San Francisco 49ers. Very turbulent rivalry last season, and it's just going to pick up right where it left off in year 2. So I need you guys with me here in San Francisco when we try and take down the 49ers in year 2, week 2.